You're very welcome, Stacy. And I'm going to jump right in. What is your medical condition? Can you talk a little bit about that?
I was diagnosed with chronic psoriasis covering 95% of my body, including my scalp and face. I also have chronic fatigue due to the psoriasis. I had a massive flare-up all over my body the past 2 years. If you're not familiar with psoriasis, I'll describe it to you a little bit. Psoriasis is a scaly red mess of sores and lesions on your skin, and it also affects the hands, the feet, nails, joints, and organs. So basically, I have an autoimmune disease, a massive one. As I've grown older, I have now had 5 out of the 7 types of psoriasis I have. And when I turned 14, my scalp psoriasis had started all throughout my head, and it was pretty severe. I did not lose my hair at the time when I was that young. It was really thick on my scalp, and my mom and I did not know what it was. We thought it was head lice at first. At age 29, after my 3rd child was born, my psoriatic arthritis started. Then when I turned around 40 years old, my face and my body psoriasis flared up. I've never had psoriasis on my physical body itself, just only on my scalp. It was usually hidden. I could get away with it. But when I turned 40, it was like there's nothing I could do. It just went everywhere on my body. I really dived into my research about a year ago when I realized that my skin lesions weren't clearing up and I needed to do something when I was going to the doctor, and that wasn't working. The doctors gave me lots of cortisone and steroid creams. I have taken prescription pills, shots from my doctors. They're like weekly injections. The rheumatologists I've gone to numerous doctors. I have done acupuncture, homeopath treatments, gua sha, shenmen, which are ear seeds, changing my diet. I was taking approximately 25 to 35 supplements a day. And I also tried to hide my skin lesions with self-tanning lotions. The lotions weren't working anymore because my lesions were so red, so I was out of that option. I splashed my raw skin patches after my shower or bath with witch hazel every day. I ate lots and lots of garlic to try to open up my non-working pores. My body was basically having kind of a shutdown. I noticed hair loss on my arms and legs, and of course on my scalp as well. I was trying to get my body to start sweating and opening up and get some of the toxins out. A friend of mine, John, had told me about the cream after he saw my forearm accidentally. I pulled my sleeve up when we had a meeting, and I didn't mean to pull my sleeve up, and I had my arm on my chin, and it was on my forearm. It was very inflamed with red lesions. And at first he had asked me what that was, and I told him, it's just autoimmune, it's no big deal. I pulled my sleeve down and covered it back up, and he started to be concerned about it. So he brought the cream to my attention about a week later after he saw my arm. And at first I was not interested in another product, but I did roll my eyes at first. But what I figured was, what the heck, I'd give it a try.
Right.
Why not? I had nothing to lose. The doctors weren't able to help me. All the other avenues I've taken for treatment were not helping me. So I briefly looked the product up, and I watched a little bit of the video. I saw that all the ingredients were natural. It also had no steroids in it or cortisone, and that caught my eye. And I also saw different ingredients that I did not recognize before, like the minerals and the metals. That was different. When I saw that there were no steroids, the application was different than any other medication I ever used. I had to give it a try. It has been incredible. Started using the cream May 1st, and the support center is there for me and answered any of my questions and concerns. I feel like I have a whole new support family. They were very quick to respond, and they were very easy to get a hold of. They walked me through my journey every step of the way. Not only did I have successful results, but I now have a whole new extended support group around me, cheering me on. It's kind of like I was crossing the finish line at a marathon. And at first I thought I was imagining things. Is this really happening? Because I'm so used to my body being so raw, and, you get used to seeing yourself like that. And when you see these changes, you're like, okay, it's my imagination. But no, I experienced a lessening of lesions and noticed that my skin was clearing up, and I saw a lot of results within 1 week. But within 3 days, it was just amazing, shocking. I also noticed that my hair was starting to grow back within 9 days in the areas that were particularly affected on my scalp. And this was the first time in 28 years I do not have psoriasis on my scalp. I mean, right now I can run my fingers through my hair, and I have not been able to do that since I was 14. What I'm experiencing right now is my skin is discoloring, and that's normal. When your skin starts to heal, it starts to have like a shadow color. That's the only thing I have. There's no lesions on my body anymore. It's all soft now. So the abdomen was the hardest part, I believe, on my body to repair itself. But my abdomen right now, I'm looking at it and I'm rubbing my hand across it. There is no raised lesions. It's soft as can be.
So basically, how are you feeling overall about the success of the cream?
Oh my goodness, I feel like I won the lottery.
Yeah.
I truly feel alive again. I no longer have to hide. I am free. I enjoy going out with my family and being seen in public with no makeup. I wake up right out of bed and not have to worry about what my face looks like. I have more energy, a lot more energy.
What would you say to anyone who's suffering with psoriasis or any other autoimmune situation?
I would tell them to please keep an open mind and not to give up. Stay positive. Reach out to others. There is hope. Had I not opened up and talked with my friend John about my condition a few months ago, I would not have had the success I have today due to my disease. I talked with John about my psoriasis, even though I was embarrassed of it. I really didn't talk to anybody about it. I just kept it hidden. To me, John was a blessing. It's only been a few months, but I do cry happy tears and so grateful that I gave the cream a chance. I would also encourage people to try the product. Just reach out, do your research. Doctors do not tell us these things that I have researched. When I go to a doctor, I'm like,